know they wrestled for days, and I don't remember. Like Adam doesn't rember because he's flipped it back and forth a bunch of times.
Wait,
You had a hard time remembering the names of gods
long?
when they're in this story.
Wait, how long did you think you're holding your breath for?
Okay,
can
and
do
then
it.
what of Azildan do you have?
It was his hair, I believe.
Okay,
We have
so
hair.
Before it turned.
Lokert takes carefully the piece of hair, puts it down on the ground. He takes a small rock and puts it on top of the hair so it doesn't blow away.
No, I've got more. It's all right.
he just nods to Ukher. He gives a nod to Lemmy and just basically clasps an arm on Altagar.
We're also going to throw a heroism down the gullet just so that, just in case.
Azildan is good people, salt of the earth.
Yeah.
You sure you want to do this now? Because you realize you screwed this up, and we can't do this. And I could have done this easily. It's all on your head, right?
Stop
Ukher.
talking.
Ukher, listen to me. Your pride, I understand. Azzy, I understand, but it's risky.
It also could be a trick.
Trick what? That doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about?
Okay,
He doesn't want Azzy back.
you've got the bottle.
I drink.
Okay,
And
you
then-
drink your potions. Yep.
Yep. And you do the to prepare the lungs and over oxygenate a little bit.
Yep.
Pull the top off and swig.
And at that point, Altagar inhales deeply as well, just to show you. He's like,
All right. This story that was told to me, I can't remember what time of day it was, in real time, because I kept thinking I was staring at boobies. Really, that's what was happening.
Who wasn't?
Tentacle boobies.
what?
Angerbot keys me.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Are we waiting like 6 to 9 minutes?
Ukher breathes in for the bottle. There's a strange sensation in your lungs. It is cold at first, and then it burns, and Ukher's chest now begins to glow, and you can see the light coming from inside his lungs through his ribs. Like he lights up like a Christmas ornament. You can see Ukher's great heart pumping as the light is kind of coursing through his body, and it's going through his veins, and he's now beginning to light up, almost like his skin is translucent. You can see the little motes of energy flowing around in his lungs. Ukher, you actually, for a moment, you blinked, and you thought for a moment that there was a spear of mistletoe like right through your belly.
It's weird, but I don't
Yeah,
say
it's just
anything.
kind of you're not too sure. You're not too sure what the heck happened here. And then you hear ocean waves, maybe whale song. It's kind of dizzying. But Lokert kind of taps you and points at Azzy, or at least the hair of Azzy.
Do I feel like it's been long enough?
No, who are you trying to bring back?
I'm trying to bring back Azildan.
Okay. You start to think of Azildan. You can see this ghostly image of him starting to
Interesting little
coalesce
heel
along the
turn
ground.
that could happen. Yeah, no, Azildan.
Don't think of vampire Aslan.
No. We're taking a goodly, stinky, skunk scent covered, nasty ass, ugly,
you can
horrible with
picture
women
him.
Aslan.
You can picture him along the ground, and he's just lying quietly amongst the leaves, and there's something happening in front of Ukher. The moments are ticking by, and Ukher's starting to run out of breath.
But I don't want to run out of breath.
There are things swirling around behind your companions. You thought for a moment that there was a woman watching from behind a tree, curious as to what is transpiring. A woman with a sunken face, skinny. You can hear playful whispers that you thought for a moment were coming out of Lemmy-O.
Knowledge, religion?
Sure.
Is hell spying on me? $33.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that there was a glimpse from hell, and then another one for Lemmy-O's giggling and just exhale. It'll be okay.
39.
Is Loki?
Eat all the penis. Whatever the rude gesture is. Like, no.
I'll reward you. Just give me the bread.
Shaking his head, no. Nope.
It's alright, Ukher, you can do it! You can... Ukher!
Fine. You're mine anyways, puppy.
Ukher!
I'm concentrating on holding the breath. Later I can cuss his name. Sorry, what was that?
Thor can't have you. He has everything. He doesn't need you. You don't need him.
I have the blood of his son. Or daughter. I think. Is Fenris a boy or a girl? Interesting. Ukher's just going to cover his ears.
Okay. As you're covering your ears, there's a bang like that scares away the voice. You're pretty sure someone just beat their hammer against their shield.
Big brother.
My son. Okay, now you're starting to hallucinate. Your mind kind of goes far away, and you can see this old man looking down at bodies littering a battlefield, and he's kind of picking his way through it. He's checking bodies. There's a raven perched on his shoulder while he's doing this. My son.
Knowledge, religion for Odin?
You know who he is.
That's Odin.
I know that guy.
Hopefully he's not salty about what happened.
And then your vision goes
a couple days
to
ago.
a tree, kind of in the over top of the battlefield, where there's all sorts of dying and dead. The tree looks sick and dying, and there's a single gallows hanging from the tree. My son. Like a noose, hanging from a dead Yggdrasil.
No.
Something's worming its way through the battlefield. Like something's moving underneath the corpses. The corpses are shifting as it's moving closer towards you.
Is it snake-like in
It
its
is snake-like.
movement?
Yes.
What's the name of the snake? What's the Fenris, but for snakes? Snake res-
My son shall be reborn. When the man looks angry and determined as he turns around, and there's an empty socket in one of his eyes, and the entire universe is inside there. As you're going on some mystical journey. Ukher's struggling. Altagar, yeah, you're thinking you should have done it. He's just sitting there. His eyes are like wide, like he drank something. He drank something hallucinatory. He's having a hard time. You can see he's sweating. You're at the 6-minute mark, and you still feel no compulsion aside from it's getting difficult.
Okay, well, we keep.
Okay, he's now
the Rocky Rollade party going.
You've now held your breath for 7 minutes.
Okay.
The stuff that's going on begins to peel away, as there is definitely a shape that is generally a Zildan shape that everyone sees, that's slowly sort of coming up out of the ground. There are weird swirls of smoke, like a Zildan's form was a container that smoke was inside of. The smoke isn't golden. It isn't black. It's gray.
Dirty, dirty neutral.
At least he's not occasionally chaotic evil.
There are things that are etching in the gray smoke. In fact, the bottle that is the outline of Isildon's body looks like it's being etched with these sigils. This geometric pattern that you saw him whittling before when he had idle time in Sailor Wormbine. In his early days, where he might have still missed home or was angry that Aosh left him, or there was still that stuff that Isildon was dealing with. And a buzzing noise. A strange grating buzzing noise that really bugs Ukher. Bugs Ukher to his core.
Lawful motherfucker. He'll be my bro. He'll at least stuck arrows in my butthole a couple of times.
Do you speak Elven?
No. I speak everything around it, but not Elven, apparently.
Isildon had a token, though, didn't he?
He did.
Yep.
But this is a memory. Huh. Where did Isildon find his token?
It was
He
given
found
to
it
him by Maliki when she put a hand out of the ground and she gave it to him.
And that's when you got transported.
Right. Okay.
Krastinarchanen. Grozjovarajai. Vosharak Yeriangot. Enzorasteran. Axio. Nostran. Vansturanstin. Doshredariarstedarchikos. Venursadan. Return.
You hear people talking as Isildon's crying. Like a baby's crying.
Preferably, he comes back older than that.
Where? Oh crap! 70 years later.
That's actually a really cool way to do a regenerate, where you have to like hold it until they're the right age. Like it reincarnates, right? Anyways.
You're pretty sure if you let go now, Isildon might be a baby.
That would be cool too. I'm not going to.
12th
But
level
I
baby.
think there's some neat ideas there.
What is it? Do you speak Halfling?
I speak Nagaji, Nazumi, High Dynastic, Low Dynastic, Ikunian, and then Vostlandic, Giant, Celestial, Draconic, Orc, and Dwarven.
Pratenen.
Vastrenosterartirosteverin.
Aber det var sorry till right.
So they're like Italian.
Storna stisterar.
See,
Barstinirösves. Ester. Ah.
Och den är sådär bata med sig för.
He sounds bitchy at this age. We're not ready yet. He's not done yet. We're keeping him in the oven for a while.
keep him going. Keep him going.
Ah.
We need his voice to change first.
Ata. Estorin farin steron. Astora. Desterin. You get the sense that they're doing archery.
Okay, we're getting close. We're right there. We're
Don't breathe out. Don't even fart. Might lose something.
Nastena. Dana Eosh. Desterona Reostar.
Aosh. I recognize Aosh.
And there's some laughter. You're getting feelings of him becoming his own.
Yeah, he didn't give us his full story, right? He didn't give us like the. And then I went off in the woods and murdered a bunch of people for like.
No,
6
and
months.
then there's some anger.
Yeah.
There was something that really angered him, and there was like there was a moment of bloodshed.
Oh,
And then he went a little bit wild for a while, and maybe a little bit despondent.
well, see, we're liking this. A little bit of a wild child out there, not playing by no man's rules. You know, this is.
Oh, his divine connections happened.
Oh,
There's hope and determination, and even more time running around, and he's protecting people. He's curious. You're now at 8 minutes.
oh. Was it 9? Was it? How many days did they
9, I think.
fight?
They fought for 9 days, and on the 10th they rested.
Rested. Oh God! All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking
So
for
we're
a
at
fight for 10 seconds.
8 minutes and 1 round.
Okay.
8 minutes 2 rounds. 8 minutes 3 rounds. Zildan experiences something horrific. He's frightened. You almost let some of it out. Just a little tiny, little bit, sort of.
All
You.
he's got is
He was in great pain. And then, how did Zildan feel when he arrived in Vosgard, Mark? How would you describe his first experiences in Vosgard?
Confusion, fear, because he was just basically thought he was going to die,
Yep.
and a little bit of relief at the fact he wasn't apparently going to die.
You're starting to be able to understand Azildan. Mark, what secret feeling or secret that Azildan had that he never told the party is Ukher now realizing?
He never wanted any of this. He just wanted to be a simple hunter and live in the woods and have a very simple life because that's what made him happy. He did this because he felt he had to do this. It's not because he wanted to. If he could have given away all of his wealth and magic items and gone and lived in the woods and known everyone would be okay, he would have done it.
He's the reluctant hero.
they need me again.
No, it's the.
And now you're bringing him back.
They bring me back in.
Okay, you realize you're rapidly approaching the day where you guys got pulled into the sleeping knot. where you left Isilden behind.
Okay. I'm hoping
Before
there's
then.
a little bell that goes ding, and then
You're at 8 minutes, 6 rounds.
so now I'm making con checks. My bonus on the con check is plus 19, so it'll be 9 rounds before I could or 10 rounds before I could possibly fail.
Okay, so at 8 minutes and 5 rounds, you don't have to make a check?
I do, but it's DC. It's a con check. My bonus to the roll is plus 19.
Okay.
So it's
And it
DC
goes
10.
up by 1, I believe, each time.
1 each round, yeah.
After a time period, a character must make a DC 10 Constitution check and only continue holding your breath. Must be repeated each round with increasing +1 for difficulty. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 8.5 minutes.
Okay, we're making checks, but we can't fail yet.
8 and 7 rounds. 8 and 8 rounds.
We're
8
still
and 9
making the
rounds.
checks. This is where it's like the...
9 minutes.
Okay, so that's a DC 16 check. I make that automatically.
Okay. 9 minutes, 1 round.
Okay, I'm still making them automatically.
What did Isilden think when he realized his party members were... when he was getting beat up by the Brides of Vargon, Mark, and being pulled into the floor?
It was panic at that point, but he thought they would save him.
I burst through the wall and I picked up Dazzy and I flung him across the room.
Okay.
And then Lemmy left you behind.
You're feeling Isildin's panic, but then trust in his friends to save him.
Now's a good time to release. Now's a good time to release. Let's just, just leave him there. Bring it there. Bring it there.
I don't want to.
Then there's cold fear and entrapment, and something is wrong. Something is dreadfully wrong.
Do I think it'll work if I release?
Maybe.
I don't like maybe. I'm
You
supposed
could-
to know.
You could see he's almost fully formed.
We're going
He's
to wait
not.
for him to be fully formed. I don't want to.
But he's not
This
fully
is-
formed
I'm-
yet.
Okay. Oh shit, you definitely shouldn't release now. Something happened. There was a... It was like Isilden got nailed to a wall. And you can hear hammering. And they keep on putting nails into him. And there's something not good. All you seem to see is a bundle of roses across the room that are just continuing to die and turn into dust in a vase in a kind of nice room, but you can hear the hammering. You actually feel it in your bones. You hear the toll of inverted bell sounds. Bing. Bing. The thing that's all along the ground right now is black.
Well, no, we don't want this. This
Okay.
is not what we want.
9 minutes, 2 rounds.
Okay, now. Could I start raging to increase my con score for the con checks, not my breath points?
Yep.
Ukher's like shaking.
Yeah, you're kind of just shaking to keep it in, right? You're willing it in.
Altagar's looking at the others like, should have let me do it.
There's after the pounding there and the inverted bells and something about blood leaving, like you almost felt him bleeding out. And there's a cold, inky feeling flitting from shadows, burying himself in a pile of leaves at night or during the day, and then being able to walk amongst the sun with an oppressive heat like a thin film of magic was keeping him safe.
I don't want him to have these memories. These are the worst.
Think happy thoughts. Think happy.
I'm thinking ragey thoughts. This is bullshit.
The smile on his face as he's making a cloak out of his animal companion.
Did we burn that cloak? Or is it still in, like, the sack of Azzy?
You think it's still in the sack of Azzy?
You should probably hide that.
I think
We could bring...
I think that we should take them out. Why should we let that place scare you, master? And then a few moments later, there's arrows flying amongst the statues of Odin and Thor, of Frigg and Freya, Aegir, Hel even, as he went to the pantheon of the gods and slaughtered priests with arrows, none
With
dead at his
unholy
command.
arrows.
That wasn't Azzy. That was Azzy's curse.
We can't let them run around. They will be our undoing.
Fuck you, Azzy.
We've got to hit him where it hurts. We've got to draw him out. If they get there before us, they'll spend a bunch of their power putting their little underlings back together. Take them all out at one time, as Zildan's attack on Dvergholm was the plan. The feint.
Mm-hmm. I want to see if he sees the hammer coming for his face.
Yeah, and then there's something that ends Azzy's life, and then it's all the mist is gone inside of him. 9 minutes, 6 rounds.
No, 9 minutes. It's 9 minute 9 rounds and 9 minute 10 rounds.
Okay.
Those are the two that I have to roll.
9 minutes, 7 rounds.
I'm raging.
9 minutes, 8 rounds. Okay, there's something wrong. His spirit isn't there anymore. 9 minute, 9 rounds.
Oh, but God, this bottle better work.
Give me your con check.
I hold.
Give me your con check.
Okay.
9 minute, 9 rounds. So the DC is.
The DC is 16. 9 minutes 9 rounds. It is 10 plus that minus 85. So 99 minus 85 is DC 24, and I got 25.
All right.
Right.
You hear the tolls again, and there's something. Azzy's spirit is starting to reform. It's not the black spirit. It's not the lighter one when he was younger. It's gray again. Maybe. There's also a swirl of light in one spot and a swirl of dark in the other. Like something isn't certain. You can hear those bells again. And they toll. 9 times.
On the last toll, I think that's when we go.
Okay? That's the last check.
Okay.
10 minutes.
I'm going to spend a mythic point to add a plus 20 on my con check on top of the bonus system, because I ain't fucking this up now. 50.
Zildan begins to materialize before you. And I think that's where we end the game.
There's enough time for what's his face.
Yep. Ukher lets out this dust and this breath and all the things that he learned about Azildan. He still remembers, but you feel Azildan's life pass through you. It only took one person to use Baldur's bottle, which means that technically others could use it 100 years from now, and the bottle refills. If there's still a world to be around to, use the bottle.
The other part of the story was you could pass the breath around. There was a mention of that.
Yep.
But man mode.
Now, what Azildan has become will depend on Azildan's time in the afterlife, in particular, in hell.
That's why she was like, "You're stealing my shit, man." Looking behind the tree. No, the reason why Ukher really didn't want Altagar to do it, and he wanted to do it himself, was because he wanted to make certain the right person got brought back. He needed Altagar, who never wanted Azzy to come back in the first place, going, "You know what I'm going to bring back?
Yes!
Bring back."
Altagar brings back a puppy from when he was little.
Yes.
I really like my grandma, that sort of thing. Yeah. So, yeah, as he's back, when we the next time we go to this context and this game with these characters, it will be Azildan opening his eyes and saying something.
You bastards!
But we want. There was a period of time, however, when between the point where Azzy was destroyed, his soul was being reformed, and hell has its claws in him. So there will be a prolonged scene where we get to roleplay Azildan in hell.
Now
so
he's not burning in sunlight.
Yeah.
He's not burning in sunlight, right?
No.
All right, that's good. That's a good sign.
Small graces.
So next Saturday.
So did we win? I don't feel like we won, but I won. This was the goal, right? All the other stuff the last 3 sessions was for this.
Yeah.
So I won. I completed the task.
The next 3 sessions we're going to be doing the following. And there's some subset of the following, or if it takes 2 or if it takes 4 or whatever. But we're going to do Midwick, Sprocket's
next Saturday
backstory. Midwick is Ahmed's second character. It's a gnome gunslinger. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You can call me Two Guns, baby.
Donovan's backstory. Donovan is Adam's second character, and he is an elven bard sorcerer from Myth Loros, which is the same place that Oberon was from. Mm-hmm. And then we have Azildan in Hell, which will be
Azildan's mid-story, or
yeah, I think Azildan's mid-story is probably the crisis of Azildan, which should be fun.
Remember, Azzy, I brought you back from the bad place, so you're not going to shoot me in the ass next time I rage, right? Next time I ulf out, you're not going to try to kill me again.
So next weekend, you're saying you're not around, Ahmed?
Yep, unfortunately.
That's unfortunate because we prepared Midwick's stuff. Fine, we'll play that later. Do we want to do Azildan in Hell, or do we want to do Donovan's backstory next?
Either or.
At this point in time, I'm equally unprepared for both. So
yeah. Well, let's do. Well, I don't know what you want to do for Donovan, but
I want to do both. I can only attend one, so.
Which would you prefer to attend?
They're both going to be awesome.
That's a bullshit answer.
They're both going to be awesome.
Fence hurts your butt.
They're both going to be awesome.
If you're avoiding running a scene, so I also
let's do Donovan. Let's do Donovan. I'd like to do Donovan.
Okay, so Azildan next week.
Okay. That works too, because if Azildan comes back, then I have some time to play with how did Donovan and
Midwick show up.
Midwick's kind of show up.
I assume Midwick's like, hey, is this Vosgard?
No,
You guys-
no, there's...
Do you guys know what these are? No? Perfect.
Okay,
I'm fine.
We'll do a Zildin in Hell next week. I'll probably want to chat with you, Adam, to see if there's anything you can help me out with. And kind of, I want to bounce off my idea for a Zildin. This is going to be one of the adventures where it's going to be weird. Like there's going to.
The scenes and the planes and the hells and the deaths are always the best. Sometimes you just want to die so you can have a death scene, but sometimes there is no death scene, and that means it was a real death.
I think Mark should like it. I know a lot of the media that Mark has consumed, so we'll have fun. We'll have fun with a Zildin, because there are devils that have their claws in them, and they're not going to let go easily.
Lord Voldemort, eh?
What's that?
Lord Voldemort.
Lord Voldemort. Why don't we do some XP for the night, and then we can just hang for a little bit, and then we'll end the
My
stream.
big.
Hey, Marty, did you get my
Is
message?
the Curse of the Sea still there? I don't know. Like, I never actually. I don't know if that counted as a voyage.
I don't know if this helps, but I actually put a potential NPC in a Zildin's Return backstory.
I did.
Yeah.
So you were having fun building greater devil, unique devil types, right? Like there's
Yes.
a CR28
Yes.
devil you've got in the backstory, which is hilarious. Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure because I gave it some of the like Infernal Duke powers.
Yeah, I will find a way of using it. I don't know how you'd expect to stand against something like that. If
Oh no! He not. I figured by the time we're 18th level, we could take him.
What I liked tonight that happened
Why?
was you kicked the crap out of the giant so bad in the first fight at the
Yeah,
iceberg.
we forgot that they were scary.
But they actually won their boat back tonight.
Mm-hmm.
They made you run away. Now, it was kind of the runaway where, like, had you been fully not cursed and, and operating as an adventuring party and not three individuals, you probably could have gone back and, regrouped and did it.
Mm-hmm.
But there were no... You started out by killing the guy with the 2 fighter levels. All of them that were left on the boat were just normal CR9 giants.
Yeah.
And when you're out of mythic powers and you don't have your buffs running, they kick your ass still.
And you're cursed.
Yeah, it wasn't so much the ass kicking, but it was like all the consequence got to spill out, and it started unfolding kind of badly, but not so bad that all of you died, sort of thing. Although at one point
Right.
I was racking my brain to see, did they have a way out? I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we got a way out.
One guy made his own boat. One guy
I made a boat.
went
made
to
a
his
whaleboat.
destiny, and another guy
it was
just
going to be that, or I was just
randomly
going to
plane
punch the dragon
shifted.
until it flew me somewhere. All right, dragon, you taking me
And
to
then
the island?
I think Foxfire said tonight when we were saying, like, how did you had to roll? It was fate. It was fate that you ended up at the temple alone. You had time to figure things out yourself, and I really enjoyed that scene with Altagar.
Yeah, that was
That
ridiculous.
was good. I like that. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. So there were some good things that happened tonight. Yeah, that's why we play.
The
Lemmy, if anybody catches Lemmy, he's doing more push-ups. It's like, just in case I actually need to pick up an axe. Well, you didn't realize he's got the fly spell going?
You got off a little easy there.
Yeah. Yeah. I see.
You actually rolled 19s on your
Spell check.
your
You'd figure out the
Spell
curses.
cast.
Yep.
Cast it. Yeah.
What do you want to call tonight?
Yeah. We are Ragnarok.
We are Ragnarok.
Or no, hold on. Azzy Part 2? Azzy
This
the
was
Coming?
actually more to do about Altagar tonight than
This
it was.
is an Altagar story, an
Yeah.
Altagar day. Alone time.
Fate.
Fate's direction.
Yeah.
The perfect shitstorm.
The giants.
Foxfire.
Giants fate.
Giants fate. Okay, and then how many of those giants?
We really did try. Like, I was trying really hard not to just kill a bunch of giants.
I think I was successful.
Okay,
in not
I'm just
killing
gonna
any
stick
giants.
16 giants that you killed, and then you definitely were threatened by one of the whales, and then Altagar got you a full whales XP for playing dead and avoiding the encounter. So that whale, however, wasn't as big as or as tough as the one that Ukher beat up. Then we've got and then 1 CR10 for that captain that you killed to start off the melee.
Isn't it 11?
No, yeah, -1 for.
Okay.
They didn't have the gear.
Now, Lemmy-O had a very interesting story use of a 5th level spell, so I'll give you a CR5.
Save the dragon.
Save the dragon. Hey, do you want
You
me to
had
put
your
that in
own.
my
You
mythic?
had your own plot of we're gonna drag this dragon. Sure.
Marty, do you want me to put the healing of the surgery of the dragon?
Yep.
On my mythic.
I don't
thing?
know. That might be countered by Ukher wreck the dragon.
No, because I have a thing
as
for
a trial. Yeah, I think
Yes.
you've already got those. All of your healing so far is kind of added up already into a mythic trial. So that alone was not a mythic trial.
No, I know, but like for example, when I do plant growth and I'm doing the crop thing for feeding people,
Mark it down
I
somewhere.
tally it up.
Yeah.
All right.
Mark it down somewhere. White Dragon Adult is CR10. Okay, so you return
We need
the
a
dragon
test
to its
up.
mate.
Yep.
And then you somewhat fooled them, but you learned about a portal. I'll give you a little bit XP for the return to the place. Altagar is going to get some XP though. What are you, level 12s?
Yeah.
I'll give you a CR11 for all the stuff wandering around in. Oh no, there's three phases here. One is talking to the undead consort
There's a ghost
lady.
that hurt him.
The one is
Consort
talking to
lady.
the ghost, and then I'll give you
Yeah, there's the commune spell.
the commune. Yep. So a CR11, a CR10, a CR5. Lemmy-O, his journey with the a CR5 for the wacky plane shift, and then a CR11 for meeting a very important fire giant.
Mm-hmm.
We'll call him George.
This is a king.
King George? It's a kingly name. They made like 8 of them, didn't they?
And then successfully using Baldur's Bottle to bring Isildan back. You want that XP now?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a CR12.
Oh, is the whale boat or any of that kind of or is that just all sort of
Well,
wrapped in?
you got
part of the cost of the curse?
you did get a CR11 or a 10 for beating up the whale.
Okay. Screw you, whale.
Screw you, whale. You are now our boat.
Try to eat my doggy.
So that's
You deserved it.
That's 34,000 tonight. That's a pretty good chunk.
That's
The last 3 games have been 65,000, 54,000, 34,000. So getting Isildan back has been lucrative for XP.
XP.
Yeah.
There you go, Mark. Yay! Azzy's back.
I did it.
You need for 13th 712,000. You are at 685. So you're actually another game.
By the end of the backstories.
Yeah, by the end of the backstories, it sounds like everyone will be 13th. Very cool.
Pretty pimp. Pretty pimp.
Okay.
You know what? I forgot the curses. Lemmy's 3 curses.
The Lemmy curse.
Let me just adjust that.
It's one that makes you short.
Woohoo! +1 AC. Wait, I'm already small. Be +3 AC.
36,000. Okay. That was 1,000 more each for his curses. Just a little bit closer. Don't be shy.
We need 40,000.
Let's go find a dragon and kill it.
We're supposed to. We do. We need to go kill. We got 4 dragons on the list.
I think it'd be easy to kill these guys.
Okay, I think this is a good game, guys. Thanks for
There's
those that
a
stopped by the stream. I know there were a bunch that popped in and out, and there are some that are still with us. Foxfire, good to see you.
Gracias.
Yeah. Shirast was in here
Foxy.
earlier. I know he's on a crazy time zone difference, so he catches up on YouTube afterwards.
Peach was also here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Matt stopped by. I didn't even see Matt.
Joe?
Matt was here.
Jody.
Oh yeah,
was
Jody
here.
stopped by. That's hilarious. That
was pretty awesome.
Jody. Yeah. I've known Jody since we were like 3-4 years old. We played G.I. Joes together.
Marnie, please.
Screw you. We played Commodore 64 games. You know that fantasy game that we were playing? I first played that at Jody's house. We watched his brother play it, and then we played it afterwards.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, so if there aren't any other shoutouts or any other messages, I think this is a good time to blow up the stream. So,
Whee!
Please don't say those terms.
Bomb, 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 bomb.
I enjoy my livelihood here.
If you guys got a couple minutes, let's chat about the survey that I sent out afterwards. But we'll do that off screen, and then we can share the results maybe a little bit later with those on the stream at the proper time. But for now, thanks for hanging out with us, and we hope you guys enjoy this as much as we do. Peace. Good night.
Later, guys.
See you.
Dun, 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 dun.